What is unconditional love, and why is it essential to a loving partnership? I'm Mariah Rossel. Unconditional love is just as it says, it's loving someone exactly as and who they are. So often, we have conditional relationships. Maybe it's something as simple as, I love you because you love me. Or I love you because I want you to love me. A lot of times, there might be, I love you because you make good money. I had a friend growing up who reminded me that her mother always told her that you can love a rich man just as easily as you can love a poor man. And I agree. You can love anybody as much as anybody else if you choose to love that person, right? And unconditional love might be, I love you because you support my dreams. I love you because we have really good sex. I love you because we have really good sex and it puts a lot of oxytocin in my brain and I think I love you, but really I just love the oxytocin of really good sex, right? So there's all these different conditions that we put into relationships that are very common. And unconditional love is literally, I love you no matter what. And often, parents have unconditional love for their children. Not always. And one of the things that a lot of people struggle with is, well, if I unconditionally love someone, what happens in abusive relationships? You can unconditionally love someone and still have boundaries. In fact, let me restate that. You can unconditionally love someone, and having healthy boundaries are vital to every relationship. And so what this means is I can love you and not agree with what you're doing. I can hold that duality. I can love you and I can disagree with you. I can love you and think that you're toxic. These are not mutually exclusive. So we often think of love as like the, I'm in love feeling. Or we think of the I love you as a parent loves a child or as a child loves their parent. Or I love my community. We think of love being very, very positive, and it is. And it's very cleansing and it's very healing. And what unconditional love is it gets to this place of the term agape. Agape is the love for all things because they exist. Unconditional love is, I love you because you are. I love you because you exist. And I can still have separation from you. I can love you from over there. I can love you and never speak to you again. I can love you and at the same time call you out. I can love you and at the same time say, you know what? No, boss, I wouldn't recommend giving that person a raise because I've seen this dangerous behavior. I can say all of these things, and just because there's those negative parts doesn't mean that there's not love. And that's one of the things that unconditional love teaches us is how do we hold this duality of, yes, I love you. May you have goodness. May you have health. May you have abundance. May I have compassion, loving kindness, compassion to you, for you, and know that what you did was not something that's acceptable. How do we unconditionally love perpetrators? Somebody that's hurt you, stolen from you, done something egregious. How do you still hold them in love and hold them accountable? We can look with political figures around the world. How do we hold unconditional love for, say, Hitler or Mao or murderers? rapists? How do we still love them as the love being because they are beings unconditionally and still say, I love you, and what you did was unacceptable, and what you did was harmful? So we can do this and we can hold this duality. And so that's one of the biggest things with unconditional love, is learning that unconditional love, can it still exist when negative things happen, or things we want to term as negative. And our unconditional love does not mean that the behavior was acceptable, and it does not mean that we have to continue to have these people in our lives. And so, for instance, like if somebody's in a domestic violence relationship, for instance, we can say, you can still unconditionally love your abusive partner, and you can also set the boundary of, we are no longer in a relationship, and I no longer want to have any level of communication with you. And I can still love this person, or they can still love this person, however. I got mixed up on my pronouns. But you can still love this person from afar. You can still send them love, you can still send them light, you can still hope that they're doing great in their life, you can still send them blessings, you can still love them while cutting them out of your life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and share. Have a great day.